let's get back to the Kamen Rider reviews. It's been a while, even though you guys won't actually know it's been a while since this won't be uploaded until like March on the new channel. It's Kichiri, joined again by Kat, Chris, and Frez. What's up?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, this is my first show of Kamen Rider reviews of 2024 that we're doing. So.
We're going to have words, Kuchiri.
Well, before we have words, this is going on to the new Kamen Rider reviews channel. When we're recording this is when the second episode of the podcast went on to the new channel. So we still got a few weeks for these words come out. And if I'm passed away by then, you know why. So we watched 37, 38, and 39. Should we get into the episodes?
Yeah.
Last time on Kamen Rider, Arc kicked my ass.
Yeah, no one can stop it. We start out where we left off, where we're on not our bridge, and Arc is kicking Naruto's ass, and then decides that Izu is up for the next ass kicking.
Then Jin,
you mean Bullet?
Bullet.
Jin jumps in the way, saves Izu. Arc starts a hour-long menacing walk towards everybody.
I didn't save the Abu jumping in front of James Woods meme, but just pretend that I put it here for this scene. Let's all just use your mind's eye and imagine it. No, Jin, Izu, Arc. There you go. Don't worry, we have some memes. I have at least one, and Kichiri has about 4 dozen in the can for number 38. But
we have pictures,
and these two, of course, cannot be trusted and have gotten up to some mischief, no doubt. Meanwhile, here I am, just a little innocent me. I made one little me.
Anyway, as Arc is doing the menacing serial killer walk, Jin transmits combat data to someone. Wonder who? Definitely someone that is going to have their answer given in the next few episodes, for sure. 100%.
Okay.
Mysterious
mysteries of mystery.
Let me guess, it's going to lead to absolutely nowhere, and this is just a thing that nobody will remember.
Yeah, what are you talking about? This show wasn't written by J.J. Abrams.
I mean, we did lose 6 episodes somewhere, so
and it really freaking shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Seriously.
So basically, they don't go into full explanation, but when we saw in the last episode that when Jin was Arc Zero, Aruto and Vulcan was able to handle Arc Zero very easily, but that was because Jin was fighting at the same time, and Arc did not have full control.
This isn't even in my power.
Yep, Hirobi has no wish to fight Arc, and that's why when Hirobi is Arc Zero is at full power.
I see.
But speaking of fighting, after the scene, we get a scene where Arc is like, "Hey, Naki, you're the only one of us that don't have a Kamen Rider form yet. Here's a key and a belt."
They've graduated to they them boss.
Yeah.
God.
And then also we had a scene in there with Yaiba and Fua.
Mm-hmm.
And Kat pointed something out. The IV drip was actually dripping. It's actually very impressive. Very good attention to detail.
Great continuity.
Hey, Ewa, we lost 6 episodes, so your entire character arc and growth would be concluded by you speaking to a therapy bot.
Yeah. Honestly, I is adorable.
AI is amazing. Even though it's basically the same thing as the voice actor bot from like 30 episodes ago. Remember when we had a big conversation about that?
Vaguely.
Ooh.
Then I guess we get a scene with Guy because we have to show off Naki's now a Kamen Rider. Hey, Guy, we lost 6 episodes, so you need to do something really shady to put you on the bottom of the pecking order or to start your redemption arc. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's like he's going to trigger all the Zaya specs or something.
He's going to incite a mass, but it's his usual thing. I'll make so many people go berserk, and then I'll sell more raid risers, and people will be scared. I'll make all the money in the And even the big pick energy is like, isn't that a crime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, also before we get too far away from it, they Arc basically gave Naki the Japanese wolf extinction key. It's like, go fuck up Zaya. And
response.
Cat.
Oh, Cat's got something.
And I guess this is what pushed Guy over the edge to finally move on with his plan. Well, oh god, they basically humiliated the shit out of Guy, and this scene is so amazing on a number of levels.
Fuck.
By the way, you could buy a pair of those. They actually was selling pairs of those while.
Of course you can.
Now, I have here in a note that Kat said, and I'm quoting here, "No wonder he's such an asshole. He can't feel his. Look at that wedgie. Look at it."
Kat, is your mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
You're being strangely quiet while we're sitting.
Look, you try to keep your face completely neutral when you're zooming in on an ass.
When you're zooming in on an asshole's asshole?
Yes, exactly.
I would
Oh my
just like
goodness.
to
With his Zaya branded underwear.
I would just like to add that, and I have to add this as it's me. Naki basically ghost and goblin Guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One hit, knock you in your underwear.
Yeah.
When Big Pick Energy Guy goes to Aruto and gets Shista back, basically. Oh my goodness, there's so many
I
things
like
to say
this
about
scene
that.
a lot.
It was a great scene.
It's very nice to see the VP actually respect Aruto for once.
I mean,
Once.
it's character growth because he's come this far and he's started his own little company from nothing, and it's also at the exact right time because we haven't mentioned it. Aruto is actually starting to have some self-doubts because he's seen AI out of reach of human control, and it's flippin' terrifying. It's a genocidal monster that can't be stopped. And he's like, oh God, what have we created? Was this all a big fucking mistake? Was it wrong to trust AI? Oh, geez, I'm having some doubts here.
So it's been like 4 weeks since I watched these. Was this around the time where Aruto said something about AI and Izu goes, "Is that what you really think about us?"
No, that was an earlier episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the earlier episode? Okay.
Yeah, this is mostly just Big Pick Energy Guy talking to him and being like, wait, you serious, bro?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, I even put down in my notes, the VP is the perfect person to get Aruto out of this funk he's in right now.
Yeah.
I have no.
Also, I got something for this. I don't know if any of the sound will come through, but I've got something for this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
See if it'll actually work. It's taking its time.
I see it loading.
Tap here. The sound did not come through, but
I'm sure it didn't. It definitely came through on my end, though. Holy crap. That's loud.
but I can hear it in my head.
Terry,
if you want to throw that on.
Yeah, we got it.
You gotta insert the music.
I have the music. I have this music saved from whenever I added it to a previous episode.
I'll send you the link to the website too if you need that.
But basically, I do like this scene because the motivation to get Naruto back on his feet is like, man, your grandpa trusted Humagears. Your father was a Humagear. There's no one on this earth who trusts and believes in Humagears more than you, man. So, like, you gotta step up and get out of this funk and do what's right for the Humagears, you know? Do what's right for Hiden.
Yeah. And the whole reason they're even there in the first place is because they're getting Shista to not only commit a mutiny, but they're digging up all the fucking dirt on Guy. And she's got mad leet skills.
And she finds over 1,800 files. Oh, that's screen grab. She finds 1,800 files of Guy's wrongdoings.
It should have been 1,000 files.
He should be happy he exceeded 1,000%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, well, we'll get to how they choose to use this information, which is rather silly, but
while this is going on, after the Naki's attack on Guy, he's decided that he's going to take an entire army to go fight all Mitsubo Jinrai himself. And
because this will work out for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. When Nagi showed up, Guy had some kind of line like, "You're brazen enough to show your face here" to Naki before being humiliated. And he gets there, and Ark shows up, and Ark is like, "You're brazen enough to show your face here." Like, fucking the sass on Ark.
It's okay because Guy has brought all sorts of hired soldiers. Now Ark is going to be perforated to guys. Why are you all fainting?
Oops.
Okay.
Literally everybody.
Okay, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if Kat and Chris are. Kichiri might. Are you familiar with One Piece?
I
don't have the time.
Oh,
I know.
Hake.
I understand.
Is this about Hake?
Yes. There is a scene in One Piece where the main guy, Luffy, he's walking in, and there's like 50,000 guys who are going to attack him at once. And he has this power called Haki, and he can use it. It's just like an overwhelming aura, and he uses it, and like 50,000 people faint on the spot. And that's this scene.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta keep on showing that our final boss is overpowered. This is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as if we got it the first time, or the second time, or the third time, or the fifth time, or the 10th time.
Well, we
or
can't
the 30th time.
We can't complain because the way they choose to represent it here is by Guy Amatsu getting his teeth kicked in.
Yeah. 4 versus 1 against Guy with a final boss in the mix. It almost kind of makes me feel bad for Guy.
No.
Yeah,
No.
no. Not allowed.
No, screw him.
We do get to actually see where some of the COVID restrictions come in, because a lot of these characters, except for when all 4 Mitsubo Jinrai transform, they're basically coming in pre-transform. So like Aruto shows up late to fight Ark, But yeah, so this happens a lot. Yeah.
Oh wait. Why does Naruto show up late to fight Ark? Got something to do with this? That's my one mean contribution this episode.
That's good. That's very good.
It's perfect. A++.
10%.
So I love how this was a 4v1. Archer shows up, but everyone but Ark disappears. Like, where'd the Hirobi, Naki, and Raiden go?
I know where they went. They went next door to another quarry in order to film something better.
And film the classic Doctor Who.
But we do see that Ark with Jin has gotten a little bit more powerful, which isn't really good, but for some reason he lets Aruto live.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
He just sort of like kicks him down. Aruto can't get up. He's terrified, but he's like, "I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna be terrified doing it, but I'm gonna stop you." And he's just like, "Heh, loser," and walks off. Like, what the heck?
I mean, at the very least, we do see Aruto as 01 or Shiny Metal Hopper, whatever it is. We do see him at least holding his own. He still gets his ass kicked because, we've got to have the big power up. But, he still holds really well against Arc 1 or Arc 0, whatever he's called.
Until he gets this Frieza Krillin treatment. More anime references, hooray.
Hey.
I don't like how he's laughing.
But the reason why he's holding his own because it's still Jin. Jin's also fine arc with him.
Yeah.
From the inside.
He even does does a little like breaking through for a moment. It's like 01, it's me, do it.
Help,
destroy me.
He doesn't say that.
So I don't remember what this is about, but I put down fucking hell VP so good as the last note for this episode. Okay, like I get why it has to go this way, but also it's the stupidest fucking thing in the world. If you're gonna critique it from that angle, where they have the evidence clear as day, and instead of bringing it to the board, they confront with it.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Yes.
this leads into the beginning of the next episode.
I have all this evidence against you, and we're going to use it, and we're telling you so that you could do something about it before we very slowly leave to go do something about this and get you fired. We're not going to
literally. Chris can attest to this. I was pretty much shouting about this. It's like, why would you go to him? Go to the board, invite him to the board meeting, kick his ass at the board meeting, and then good, you're done.
Because the plot needs to happen that way. Because the plot needs to happen this way. So that's why it's
we need a redemption arc.
It's a redemption arc.
We need that. He is going to be 1000% your friend.
No. Okay. Well, I distinctly remember you, Kachiri, at some point saying that we were going to really like this episode. You were fucking wrong.
Really? Yeah,
lies. This is the worst episode ever.
Oh, I knew you were going to react strongly. But
you don't like the dog? You don't like the whole fact this whole episode hinges on a robot dog.
No, I hate it.
You don't like the fact that the robot dog dances.
I know what you're getting at. I know what you're getting at. I'm just going to have to say it. Thouser holds no candle to K9. This is an awful episode, and it very nearly made me hate this entire series.
Dog.
What? You mean the Australian version of K9 that appears out of nowhere and turns guy good?
All right, Kachiri. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to mention that other show again.
Go for
because
it.
Is this a Symphogear thing?
I was around. Yes, it's Symphogear because I was around last year when Kat and Chris watched season 5 of Symphogear, which attempted to do a redemption arc for the villains of that piece. And at the time when I wrote about it, I basically accepted it at face value. Okay, feel bad. And I just wrote it like that, just so I wanted to end the show. Kat and Chris watched this redemption arc attempt, and they were just as angry as they are now to give Guy a redemption arc. It's like, no, fuck you. You've killed too many people to be redeemed, you shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's like not even just that. Like the way they went around his redemption arc, like I fully understand. They lost a whole bunch of episodes that they weren't allowed to make. They had to change the entire ending and everything. They were crunched for time. I fully understand that. I still hate this because it's basically like, okay, so he's like he's in this special office. He is like deleting all the evidence because Big Pick Energy Guy and the department head are fucking idiots. Mm-hmm. And they just let him have the USB that had all the evidence on it somehow, instead of backing it up and say like a third location or giving it to Shista or anything like that. Go ahead, Fres, since I'm probably going to be on this for a while.
He actually took the USB from him. When I watched
Yeah.
it, I just assumed he was deleting it off of the hard drives or whatever.
I
No,
don't
he had the
remember-
USB because one of the things he does is he plugs it into the computer, and then when he's done deleting it, he takes it out of the computer and then breaks it in half and throws it.
Oh, so they actually.
He
brought
actually got
only
the
piece of
USB from
evidence.
them.
They actually brought the only piece of evidence to confront him with it, and he stole it from them, and now they have no. Okay, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
it was
it's really stupid.
absolutely asinine. The whole thing was just completely. I get it's for kids. I get your crunch, but like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay,
I like the
but-
show. I understand. I don't rag on, plot contrivance or shit that much, but like
That's
at some
stupid.
point you gotta razz it a little. Like, come on.
But while this is all going on, he's locked in the room. They call Aruto. I love how, like, the director and the VP is like banging on the wall, and Cista's just like lightly knocking it. It's
She
such a
does look
great.
fantastic.
Oh
She's
no.
the best. We needed more Shista.
We really did.
Oh,
But
no. I just
Aruto
watched myself in
again
the office.
using that shortcut.
I love how fucking surprised Guy is when Naruto he just comes up and Guy turns around.
By the way, Guy is absolutely unhinged at this point.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
lost his shit.
Oh,
Please share the full
See my
picture.
little icon right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please share the picture of the full.
Beforehand, I want to point out that when Aruto's like, why does it have to be me that has to show up and talk to him? And the VP goes, there's only one person that can do this, and it's you.
Yeah. And it's like this scene happens a little bit later in the episode. Like, there's some stuff I want to talk about before we get to this scene, but like, this is perfect representation of how unhinged Guy is right now.
Oh yeah,
that's-
he's hugging the chair. He's like, I'm never giving
It's
up.
mine. It's mine.
And
I
this
really
is
wanted.
after, this is after he gets beaten to shit.
No, guy goes that attempted murder route, tries to kill
Yeah.
VP.
Oh, wait, hang on. I just want to talk about some stuff beforehand. Yeah. So his rant while he's deleting shit. Not deleting shit. He's trying to get Satellite Zaya to make him more ray risers or something, and he's just like, yes, this company exists to create capital for me. No signal. No, fuck, no, I'm not owned. He's just absolutely off the fucking rails. And then I guess we can talk about the attempted murder. Aruto confronts him. Izu opens the door, and the Big Pick and all the others come in. And they say, we're finished. We're going to shut you down. And it's basically a fucking Revenge of the Sith. You remember? Palpatine? So it's treason then. Ah! Okay. I just wanted to, because we're going to be talking about Gaiamatsu's redemption arc. How he's a sad little baby boy. He just tried to commit murder.
Yeah.
He just tried to commit murder right here.
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love how you just
It just
grab a
yeets
VP
him,
and
yeah.
just tosses him like he's not.
Like they call it.
Use the big energy.
They call it assaulting a civilian while transformed, but I mean that's what you got to say for the children's show, I guess. But that was a murder attempt.
Yeah.
Once again, Commander Thouser gets owned.
Yes. I like this. It's like a real close quarters fight in that office. It's just.
Well,
It's just everything else that happens afterwards that
Oh yes.
I'm gonna have to rant about for a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit.
you got to rant about Fua getting Yaiba flowers?
No, not that part. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, we get Thouser getting his ass kicked. We get him gripping his seat, and Aruto gets to give him a motivational speech.
And
Don't forget
says-
that in the fight, Aruto has dropped I.
Why does he have it? Why does he have it with him? That makes no sense. He came here in order to get him to stop. Like, if he had reasoned and said, I'm going to bring this just to make sure that he has somebody to talk to, but he doesn't say that. So for some reason, he takes his invention of a little tiny AI friend and brings it with him, and it just happens to fall out of his pocket. That makes no sense. That makes,
Here,
that makes no sense.
I got it. He just wanted somebody to talk to on the way to the fight.
He Isu with him.
He wanted two people to
That
talk
big
to on the
pink
way to the
energy
fight.
guy. Who's apparently his best friend, and I call that headcanon.
She ships it.
No, I ship Fuwa and Naruto. There's a difference.
Also acceptable.
Incredibly. Anyways, the love lives of fictional characters aside.
So
Hibby Miku, best ship.
we get Guy's backstory. Long story short, asshole father. He had a AI dog that he loved very much, but was basically told by asshole father to get rid of dog, and thus became asshole.
Well, it wasn't like that. It's basically a Kat, did you pick up on what this backstory it reminded me of? It's a certain other story about a venture capitalist who had an abusive father and went off the fucking deep end.
I might know, but it's not coming immediately to mind. Is it sympathy related?
Just a little story you might have heard of called The Langoliers.
Oh yes. Actually, he's making the same face as that one dude.
Yes. Oh God.
Scaring the little girl?
Scaring the little AI?
Okay, it is time. I must do the patented cat rant. Let me just pull up something which I have titled, "So You Gave the Bastard a Puppy." And everything is okay now.
Okay, look, I'm just gonna say up front, I'm not as that's a good reaction. That's a good reaction.
Yeah.
I'm not as against this as you are, considering what happens next episodes. Kind of helps it for me in a bit. But that being said, Kat, the floor is yours.
So I will agree that the next episode does help this a tiny little bit, just a tiny little bit. So my main thing about this is the assassination of Guy as a character, like 100%. This man who had,
1,000%.
I'm sorry, what?
1,000%.
Shut up. Anyways, so this man was the head of a company, and he specifically horribly mangled this AI that is in art in order to teach it human malice, and started the whole Mitsubo Jinrai thing. And he, waited however many long years for the guy to die, because apparently that's just what he was waiting for. He couldn't have done this any sooner. Scorpion espionage and takeovers and everything. Had to wait for the main guy to be, there. But so he waits for that, and then this guy's grandson comes in. He's like, "Oh, Mitsubo Jinrai is finally active. It's going up against him. I can use this." Complete disregard for human lives and everything. He hates AI. He's trying everything to make himself the smug bastard he is. He finally takes over. Everything's going his way, and right now he's having this big hissy fit where may I remind you that whole seat thing again. And you're telling me that this man who absolutely hates AI would look down at this tiny little hockey puck that is talking to him in a very familiar way, trying to be his friend, and wouldn't immediately pick it up and throw it at the wall to destroy it? You're telling me that Guy Amatsu is going to stand there and actually talk and have an actual moment with the very thing that he has repeatedly said he despises?
I mean, he looks like he was about to, more than once. He even threatens that he was going to do it twice, I think.
This makes no goddamn sense to me when it comes to Guy's character at all. He would have destroyed that thing because he is now in petulant child mode where he can't get what he wants, and he is so pissed off he just tried to commit manslaughter. Mm-hmm. And you're telling me he's going to sit there, not throw this thing at the wall, and actually tell it his entire backstory, which is just basically, I had a dog, but then I put it away because I thought I would have to be better for my father, which is an okay backstory. I will admit it's an okay backstory. Mm-hmm. And then the satellite just makes the dog for him again, and he's like, "You know what? I'm cool now. We're totally cool with each other."
There's a whole thing where he has a conversation with the dog's name is Thouser, by the way.
Well, yes.
In reality, that's a toy made by Sony named Aibo. It's an actual thing that Sony made that they have a partnership with Toei for.
Cool. I want one.
Thouser remembers everything he went through with Guy and forgives him.
All is forgiven.
Give me 1 second. Oh, tell me did not just do that again. Really? Why?
Did it do a thing?
Is it not letting you present?
It's not letting me present.
It has this thing where, like, if you don't give it full permissions the first time, it prevents you from having any permissions given ever. I don't know why it does that, but it happened to me before, which is why Kat is handling the pictures.
All right. Yep. If you can show that.
Did you link it?
Yeah,
I gave it to Kat. Yep.
I see it. Give me a second. Oh, that's the wrong browser.
Yeah.
I have something for this.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
For those that don't know, we also do a Doctor Who podcast, and we absolutely love the giggle. But yeah, no.
Ugh.
Guy turns a new leaf because his dog forgave him.
I don't like that. I do not like that at all.
What's up, Press?
Oh, my daddy wanted me to do better, and I lost my puppy. That's why I'm going to give everybody a raid riser and create a fucking fascist army of powerful people under my control. That'll show you, Daddy. Look, Daddy, everybody can be 1,000 percentile, like you wanted. Why won't you love me?
Hi, Chris.
Okay, so in addition to all of this going on and all the feels going on, he's like sitting there with the damn dog getting his quote-unquote forgiveness, and then all of a sudden it's fucking sparkling. Why is it? I have down here a note that this Thouser is a literal sparkle dog OC.
I don't think the sparkles aren't really happening. It's just like the way to flash back to little guy and the original dog. It's not like actually sparkle.
Yeah, but still, it's really cheesy, and also, just why? Why would immediately talking to his childhood dog, who, by the way, of course he would forgive him, because as far as the dog knows, he was turned off one day, then he came back and, oh, you're 45. Which was fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. But, like, the one thing I will say is, thankfully, the version that we watched also subtitled all the different things that were on Thouser's UI. And it basically was like, obviously it did the, guy is actually 45 joke, but it also did shit like, was never accepted, and, like, obviously all these little phrases on the side that was meant to invoke, oh, Guy is actually a sympathetic character. He had a terrible dad, and, like, he was never accepted. He never had any friends. It's like, bullshit.
Yeah. Honestly, like, the worst.
I'm gonna say it. Not entirely villainous.
How do you cancel somebody?
But here's the thing, though. This is a show and anime trope of all show and anime tropes. I mean, we get Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, which is implied he has destroyed thousands of planets and civilizations, who, randomly just decides to turn good because he started hanging out with Goku and others. Like,
that took time, though. That took time. This was one episode where they handed him a puppy and said, "You're good now," and he's like, "Okay."
Again, if we had 6 episodes, I'm sure whatever the original plans were might have been better to build this up.
No, excuse me, 1,000%. Yes.
Yeah, but let's talk about everything else that's going on with the episode. With Raiden is going crazy. So basically,
Remembering Space Bro.
Arc.
Yeah, Space Bro.
Arc is like, you know what? In order to stop 0-1, even though I can stop him at any time. But to make sure we stop him, let's attack the Space Center and just try and destroy satellite there manually, right? And so he's there with Raiden. Raiden is undergoing singularity again.
And then in comes Naruto
Hey, we get a motorcycle section.
on an actual bike.
Oh my
About
god!
damn time.
It's like some sort of rider of a motorcycle, and he's got a mask on.
Contractual obligations fulfilled.
A mask on. You know
Hooray.
what's the Japanese word for mask again?
Tuxedo Kamen.
Yes. wait. What does Santa Claus have to do with this?
Everything.
But yeah, no, I wrote down. So while this is going on, Guy shows up as Thouser during this fight and protects Aruto because Aruto gets his ass kicked again.
Why is the dog with him? Why?
The dog is with him. With everything Guy has done, all 1,844 shitty things. Attacking the VP was 1,044. He turns good because his dog forgave him. And then I had the last line for this episode is Aruto can't believe it.
No, he cannot. The disbelief is like, what on earth are you even doing?
I love how this disbelief goes on to the next episode. Like, Archer straight up tells Thouser, I don't believe a single fucking word you say, dude.
We were gonna get to that. We really got to get to that. But for now, they fighting.
Yeah. Next episode starts. It's literally going through a whole magical girl sequence with this fucking dog dancing
By the way,
right next to him, and Ark is just drumming his fingers, bored.
So the toy, the Aibo, the Sony Aibo, Sony actually sent out an update. So if you have an actual metal cluster hopper key in the Aibo, it will do that in real life.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's kind of cute. I need one of these now. I need one of these.
The Ark being bored waiting for the transformation is amazing villain. Like he's just sitting there drumming.
He was embodying
$3,000.
What? The dog is $3,000?
Yeah.
Hang on. Are you sure it's not 3,000 yen? 3,000 US
It
dollars?
has a dollar sign.
What the fuck? For $3,000, that dog better absolve me of 18,049 fucking crimes.
The dog absolves you of all sins.
No, but it's okay. If you use the firm, it's only 121 per month.
Oh good. I can lease the redemption dog.
I've sold this final sell, no return.
Cat, give me Neil Patrick Harris again.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Thank you.
Well, if I ever get rich, you'll know because I'll have 5 of these things.
Jesus. Five
It comes in
Ivos.
black sesame and strawberry milk colors too.
Oh my
hang
god.
on. 5 Ivos by Cat. That's 9,245 crimes that can be forgiven.
Great. You know what?
Well,
I'll get it
that's
as a
all right,
companion for my peepee.
Oh my god.
Oh god. So yeah, Thouser and
For those who don't know, it's an actual item. I'm not talking about a penis. I'm talking about an item.
You're talking about the little platypus looking thing. Anyway, they kick Ark's ass, but Thouser tries to jack, but
Yeah.
Ark jacks back.
Mhm.
Okay, so I need to
They're
make
just
a very
jacking each other off.
I need to make a very important point at this. When Ark jacked Thouser, Kat literally walked out. She was so fucking done.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a breaking point.
She like lightly slammed my door.
And then I went to the bathroom because I needed to anyways. But yeah, like, so, okay, so like the AI, like pushing the AI stuff and the dog aside. And like the entire time the dog is like in the background dancing and following him around. And it's like, my dude, Thouser, you want to keep your dog safe, and you bring him to a fight against one of the worst AIs that could ever exist. Cool, you're still an idiot at the very least. But like he also tries to like steal Ark's power, and then Ark just is like does an Uno reverse and says, "No, you," and takes it. It's like, you freaking idiot! You just handed him the key to everything, literally.
Well, to be on the defense of Thouser, they did show that
I hate you already.
They did show Ikazuchi used all the progress keys to awaken Ark back in like episode 13. So Ark already had that info. What's up, Prez?
Oh, I was just gonna say. Wait, what was I gonna say? Hang on. Hours. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Hang on. Let me just get it back really quick here.
Well, you work on that. I'm going to say, as a counter to what you just said, Kachiri, he didn't specifically take all the keys. He took Thouser's jacking ability. That's the worst
I remember
part.
now. I remember now.
Go ahead,
I remember
Fres.
now. It wouldn't be the first fucking time that Thouser's fuck up got us into this mess, because I mean, literally, who created the Ark?
Yeah.
This fucking human-hating monster. You.
It's like the one thing about Thouser that is kind of okay is the fact that he keeps handing other people the keys to his defeat. Like, he created the Ark, and now he has to fight the Ark, and he's losing to it. He created the jacking system, and now Ark's taking the jacking system. And also, he's the one who created Metal Cluster Hopper. And hey, look what Aruto's using.
Well, what about Rampage Vulcan?
And look what
We're not,
Yeah,
we're not
yeah.
talking about that. Sir not appearing in these episodes because, he's just not appearing in these episodes.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, Ys didn't even show up in the last episode during all the nonsense where she would usually be supporting Aruto. I want to, it would have made it up a slight, tiny, itty bitty bit if Izu was dancing with the fucking dog.
Yes.
That would have been fun, yes. And also, Fuwa doesn't show up to any of these battles at all.
I mean,
Did his suit actor have other things to do? Was there another quarry that needed his suit actor somewhere?
Well, I think that might be just a limitation to how many people they can have on screen during COVID too.
I guess.
Possibly.
I got you.
But so after the fight, guys like, back in the 90s, I connected with an AI. So I'm the earliest one that connects AI and humans' hearts.
Hang on. I got something for that. And it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. So
Oh boy.
you just wait, because it's coming. It's coming.
I'm imagining it's going to be the bocce in the bathtub image.
Cheery. What do you think I am? Just the most predictable fucking.
I've done so many podcasts with you in the last month.
You know. Okay, but like, here is where I kinda. I'm like, okay, you understand what you're doing with this redemption arc, because Aruto basically choose Guy a new asshole.
That's when I started to like it.
Yeah, Izu calls Guy out. And
I love that. I love that.
Oh my goodness. Because like Guy's like, I'm very sorry. And he nods his head. And she's like, the proper degree for a sincere apology is 90, right?
And then
bow down, bitch.
And so Aruto lays down everything. You fucking created the Ark and taught it to hate humanity. You tried to kill all human gears. You tried to do all this shit. You completely fucked up Fuwa and Yaiba's life. When are you going to apologize to them, you piece of shit?
And then Aruto does the Aruto thing. He's like, you've got a lot of work to do, sir.
I did. Yeah, do it again, please.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
What fucking giggle memes did you make?
Just these two.
Oh, God.
Honestly, they're good. They're really good.
I do like this, though. I do like that, we're not saying, oh, I'm very sorry, but now we're going to fight together, even though we don't really like each other. No, it's literally like, no. You committed fucking war crimes. Your list of atrocities is a mile long. You, sir, have a long fucking way to go before you are forgiven. But
Okay.
that being said, you can make a start.
All right. I need to circle us back a little bit because there's a lot going on with Fua and Yaiba. They're having a moment where she's apologizing for everything that's going on. That's all happening while I guess all this is happening. And the takeaway from the fight where they finally kind of made Arc retreat is they've managed to save Jin. And he's currently laid out on a table behind Thouser, Guy, and Aruto, just sort of like chilling. And they eventually get around and they wake Jin up. And without wasting any time or being any sort of build up or anything like that, just like, oh, they're going after Zaya. And Aruto's like, oh no.
Oh, I forgot to point out that Yaiba and Fuwa did show up to the Space Center, and there was this whole heartwarming scene where Ames is like, oh, no, we only follow your orders, Yaiba, no matter what. You're our captain.
After they literally betrayed her, stabbed her in the back, and tried to kill her. Yeah, sure.
No. I mean, but you gotta understand, she lost 6 episodes of redemption as well.
No. See, it's okay because they have robot doggies too. You see?
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Oh my god! So
break
we
this
find
button at
out.
some point.
So we find out that this whole thing was all Zaya's plan to get Thouser back to being a good guy. We also find out that Meta Cluster Hopper is the strongest form of 01. I lied to you guys. That's the final form.
No, we got that.
No, you didn't lie. You were very specific. Metal Cluster Hopper is the final form of 01.
Of 01. Yeah. We got that.
So Aruto is naturally just like, well, fine, I'll do it myself then.
Yeah, no, see, this has been part of his. Again, I'm so mad we lost those 6 episodes, but he's been trying to do everything separate from his grandpa. So he's now has his own company separate from his grandpa. Now he wants to create a rider system that surpasses his grandpa.
Yay,
So,
character growth.
Yeah. Woo. Also,
Nice to have some.
we get a scene with Guy, Fuwa, and Yaiba, and both Fuwa and Yaiba is like completely not trusting Guy, and
No shit.
Good.
and then Bowser the dog is reprimanding Guy because of his apology, and Guy starts groveling to the dog. He's like,
oh my
Bowser,
gosh.
puppy, I'm sorry. Oh, don't cry, puppy. It's okay. Don't apologize. Just
Like my note for this is, let's see, where is it? Guy, space dude, remembers polarity, blah blah blah. Guy says sorry to Fua and Yaiba smugly.
And again,
They ain't having it.
and again, as Aruto did, they absolutely let him have it. Just
Yeah.
You motherfucker! You stole this man's family and life from him. You can't just nod your head and say, "Oh, sorry, I haven't done you."
No, it's okay. He's got a dog.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Holy shit, we mirrored.
Do you see what I mean, though, about this past episode? This is like a complete character assassination, where it's like, oh, we're just supposed to be okay with him being around just because he got a robot dog. Again, he would have immediately thrown I-Chan at the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is
but-
character growth. I think he's just having a nervous breakdown, and he finally just lost it.
He's having a midlife crisis. You said it yourself. He's 45.
Oh my god.
And I mean, Guy absolutely he fucking kowtows. He's on his knees, bowing his head to the floor, and the dog's there with him. But Fua does give him away. He's like, "You want to say sorry? Here's the start. Let Ames break off from Zaya and do its own thing."
Yeah, which is honestly very smart.
Yeah, especially after we get the scene where Ames is like, they just want to follow Yaiba. So now Yaiba can lead Ames without having to be part of Zaya anymore.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, I absolutely love the scene where Guy is apologizing to Ames as well. He's like, "I am so sorry for everything." And they're just like,
Okay.
Okay, anyway. And he's got the dog with him too. He's got the
He's
dog.
cuddling the dog in
constantly
every
carrying the
scene.
dog.
But we do get a scene of Aruto trying to design a new rider, and Easy looking on with a proud smile on her face. It's so adorable.
And Jin is
Who's
watching
walking the
nervously.
door, but
Oh yeah, we should
Oh,
mention that they saved Jin,
Yeah,
sort
We
of,
did.
we did
for
mention
5
that.
seconds.
And
Ah,
then
because-
also, while Ark is plotting in its lair, sitting on its freaking charger, like what is it, Raiden?
Raiden.
We've been calling him Raiden.
His
I
name
cannot
is
pronounce
Ikazuchi, but we've been calling him Raiden because that's technically his name when he's normal.
His spy name was Raiden. His spy
Yeah.
name was Raiden. His fake
Yeah.
name, yeah.
So the space dude is going through singularity again. He manages to escape, and he runs back to Aruto and busts into the door while Aruto's trying to design this new rider thing.
Totally
And
not a
Jin-
trap.
Yeah, Jin is very apprehensive. You can tell he's not. He's like, this could be a problem. But Aruto,
So
being,
how did you escape Ark? Well, you see,
And I run.
Well, you
so
see,
far away.
I ran real fast.
He's basically the master at this point. I escaped.
yeah, I just said that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Well, we end the episode with Raiden like, "Hey, we could probably stop Ark. There's 3 of us. Let's go to Ark right now and stop him." Why?
Let's go to our favorite bridge. I just really like that bridge, y'all.
No, that's a good
Yeah,
bridge.
It's a neat bridge.
That's
well,
a good.
like I talked with Kat about this, and I'm 100% convinced that they have to recharge, and that's where all their chargers are, is in that
Yeah.
area.
1000%.
Yeah, because
Real
I mean,
talk.
Ark never like I get it. They had, budget constraints, they had constraints due to COVID and everything. Ark doesn't do anything. He never goes around and starts decimating places. He's not attacking anybody, but he's all about the extinction of humanity and stuff. It's like he's not doing anything. Do something.
Well, I mean, like, he's
Yeah.
going to charge his batteries. They could defeat him by just turning the power off.
Real talk, the chair that's behind Aruto's desk is actually where Izu charges. There's a little chair that she sits at.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They've established that throughout town. So we're not going to watch any of the Thouser versus Gin himself or Kamen Rider Outsiders, which is all part of the 01 universe. But there are charging docks all throughout the city.
The what? The what?
There's Yuya Takahashi, who wrote and directed this season, he did a previous the gamer season.
Okay, X-Aid, yeah.
One of the writers in X-Aid was an evil president that, also had somewhat of a heel turn by the
Face
name
turn.
of Ginham.
You mean face turn?
Yeah.
Because face turns when you turn good.
Well, whatever. He went from being one of the main villains to being one of the good guys, and honestly done a lot better than Thouser.
They had time to redeem him, I suppose.
No, other way around. Thouser came after Ginham.
Oh, really?
But for April Fools, a year after this show ended, they decided to do a Kamen Rider Thouser versus Kamen Rider Ginham special, where Kamen Rider Thouser gets infected with the gamer virus, the evil thing from the X8 season, and the way Ginham is shown in 01 is as a human gear, and he's being infected by Ark. So the two of them fight like that.
So
And
they're
then-
each controlled by the bad thing that makes monsters in each other's shows, is what
Yep.
you're saying.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry.
then a year later, they did Kamen Rider Thouser versus Ginham's The President's Special 2, and where there was another one of those fights. And I know I've shown off the Sephiroth Kamen Rider to you guys before, the one where he looks like Sephiroth when he transforms.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where that form comes from, and he beats the little shit out of Bowser, like just yeah. But at the end of the special, Bowser mentions that there is an more evil AI than Ark that is planning to just eradicate the entire universe, just make it disappear. And so this led to a special series that's been going on now for a little over a year. They release a new episode like once every 2 months on their streaming service, where it's a whole bunch of old evil Kamen Riders turned good, fighting each other, trying to figure out who can be the champion to fight Kamen Rider Zine, who, by the way, is a 0-1 rider that uses Kamen Rider Decade's cards, but only final form cards. So basically, in the middle of a fight, he'll pull out an overpowered ability from a final form of a previous Kamen Rider to just wipe the floor with everyone.
So what I'm hearing is Kamen Rider Boss Rush.
Basically. And
Kamen Rider Fortnite.
He also no that's Yuya
Don't give them
Takahashi.
ideas.
No. Kamen Rider Fortnite is what came out last year. Yuya Takahashi's third Kamen Rider season.
I love that I make a shit post like Kamen Rider Fortnite, and Kat and Chris are like, "How funny, Kachiri." Oh no, it actually exists.
No, and I told you guys about Geets. Geets has a very high Kamen Rider kill count.
Like I can say anything, and
because every episode they have to get rid of a Kamen Rider, and most of the time it's because they die horrible deaths. Yeah. Children's show.
Yay, for kids. I
kids.
can't say anything, and it's in Kamen Rider. It's like a rule of the internet. If it exists, it's in Kamen Rider.
Probably.
I mean, let's be fair, Frez. It's not going to be anything. I mean, they're not going to have like an episode of Kamen Rider where somebody's redeemed by a robot dog. That'd just be silly.
I mean,
let this go.
Since we're about to start talking about final forms, the Kamen Rider did gain their final form because they remembered their mother crying when he was born.
What? Moving swiftly on.
Mercury is evil. I'm sorry. Like 100%.
1000% evil. Unlike guy. Yes, Frez?
Just going back to what Kuchiri just said.
Is it? Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Raiden, they go to the bridge. Ark shows up. Ark was like, "It was a trap," and Raiden was like, "No," and Ark was like, "No, he just is an idiot." Yeah,
dumbass.
And then like guys all like, "Hey, where's Naruto? It's kind of important for that rider drive of his not to get into Ark's hands."
Oops.
Because reasons, like maybe being able to take over Zaya and just,
If I had a nickel for every time Aruto's 0-1 driver got taken away from him, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
What's up, Frez?
No, but like earlier in the thing, a guy was theorizing and was like, wait a minute, Ark changed its plans after it jacked my powers, so it must be up to something different. It calculated something else, and the something else has to do with stealing 0-1's driver, which Ark kicks the living piss out of Aruto. Like, I think this is the worst Aruto has ever been beaten up.
Yeah, he looks about dead.
He is like fucking ash on his face, bleeding from the lip, bleeding from the head. Just he
passes out.
Absolutely ass blasted. And the cap the cherry on top, Ark steals the 0-1 driver and takes over Zaya.
He also
steals Jin.
Well, he he takes over Raiden's body, and he destroys the 0-1 driver. Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Well, oh no, Aruto is powerless. If only he wasn't, halfway into designing a brand new Kamen Rider belt that totally won't be showing off in the next episode as a triumphant kick-ass moment.
Not at all.
Such a triumphant kick-ass moment.
Well, We'll have to get to that next time. I got my reviews.
That's the end of the episode.
So, before we get to this, as I said before, usually there's magazine scans that showcases like the next 5 weeks of episodes. And before the scans came out, there was a rumor. So usually Kamen Rider Final Forms are over the top. They're overpowered. They are, you guys saw Geo's Final Form and how he just summoned 20 Kamen Riders and they all merged into him, right?
Yeah. That was a bit, yeah.
That is a thing that happened.
Then I showed the Kamen Rider Decade's Final Forms. He has a couple of them. They announced that they weren't doing that with 01's Final Form. When describing the 01's Final Form, they were like, it's just 01. What?
What?
What? No, but no. You have to have this. You have to have the Super Saiyan like thing. So a lot of people did not believe that rumor.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
But if 01 is meant to be Ichigo,
yes, sure.
Give me 1 second.
Oh.
I'm about ready to send another picture to
yeah.
So the one on the right that's coming up is Ichigo. Nope. The one on the left is Nigo. Number 2.
Well, you gotta give me a second to actually present it.
I know, but I'm talking. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
This feels like those old activity books where we used to be like spot the differences.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, the original Kamen Rider, the one with the silver gloves, his actor got hurt in his show, and he had to be replaced for like 50 episodes by the one with the red gloves. What's up, Fresno?
Hidden Scientist? Kitten Scientist.
Yes.
I just want to make sure about it. Kitten Scientist.
Yes. But what did you guys think about this episodes?
If I may first?
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I enjoyed this batch. I obviously have my reservations, but I do understand the restrictions that were upon them to make things have to be a little rushed. For instance, the whole I have the only copy of this evidence against you contrivance, or everything to do with Gaiamatsu's redemption arc. Though I will say that everyone chewing him to the floor and saying it is not enough to say sorry, your actions must match your sincerity, and only after they do and you do as much good in the world as bad you caused will we begin to truly forgive and trust you. Which I like that. That's a bit more of a even-handed redemption arc sort of thing than you usually get in these things. Like, it kind of beats, most Symphogear. I don't know if it beats most Symphogear ones. There are a couple that are like, iffy.
They had domestic violence apologist tomatoes. Okay, it's fine.
This is better than domestic violence apologist tomato. I'll give Gaiamatsu that.
It's not hard. That's all right then.
It's not hard to clear that bar, but interesting batch of episodes. Arc is real scary, motherfucker. And we're at the night darkest before the dawn moment, I feel, because no, everything's bad. Zaya's gone. Kamen Rider 01 has been destroyed. And so, Kachira, how many we got left?
We have 6 episodes left.
6?
Plus one movie.
Well, plus one movie, plus the 2 specials you guys said you guys want to watch.
Okay, so we still got a fair ways to go, but we're in the
podcast left.
Yeah, I enjoyed this batch despite my reservations. Who would like to go next?
Go ahead, Chris.
Dog. I had a lot of issues with this particular thing, but I can forgive it because Dog had a moment where it's like, oh, this is where they had to condense all of the Dog things that happened into like 2 episodes, maybe 3, and hopefully I'm gonna hold out the Dog hope that there's some sort of point where they have caught themselves up with the story enough to go back into the rhythm that they Dog had before this obvious loss of ability to storytell in the next few episodes, where they can Dog hopefully get back on track. Dog.
Dog.
Dog. I'm holding out hope. I did like
Losing my shit over here.
I did like the fact that they didn't just immediately absolve Guy of all of his sins, and they have put that in the foreground, and it's like, we'll give you a chance to redeem yourself, but we're not going to forget it. Your turn, cat. Dog.
Dog.
Cat dog. Cat dog. So I like 2 of these episodes. And it's
What's
like not
2,
even
Cat?
Gee, I wonder. Honestly, not even the inclusion of the robot dog, which actually is quite cute and also $3,000,
Dog.
will help this at all. Because, like, I get that something was going to happen with Guy. Either he was going to finally go away and stop being a Kamen Rider, or he was going to have to find a way to work with the cast, which the way that you do that is very important in my opinion, because that can alter a lot of things. And like I said before, this feels like a character assassination of Guy. It feels like he had his mental break, and now he's just in like, oh, I'm insane now. Let's be
Dog.
friends sort of mode.
Dog.
And like, it feels like a disservice to the show a little bit, because I've been enjoying it so much, and I've actually enjoyed hating Guy. And now it's just like, while we don't have to forgive him as presented by the show, we are just supposed to expect him to be wandering around with this dog and be able to just be like, okay, yeah, he's a main character now. It's cool. I'm not a big fan of that. I am a fan of the way that they handled it in the last episode that we watched, just because, you know, like, again, they didn't like officially say, oh, you're perfectly forgiven, we're going to be best friends now. But they gave him an actual goal he has to work to in order to be able to be better. And also, you know, Aruto finally said, everything doesn't have to be 1,000%. So I'm totally behind that.
You did mention that. That's
Dog.
100%, 1,000% behind that.
Dog.
So it's like, it was kind of rocky territory for me, because while I fully understand the limitations that they had and the fact that, you know, they kind of had to figure it out, like, I do wish they had done it a little bit better in regards to Guy. But I'm
Dog.
still going to watch the rest of it and enjoy it.
Oh,
So, dog.
again, as I said, the final fight of the show is one of the best final fights ever. It's one of my favorite fights. It's so
Does the
good.
Dog kill the final boss.
That'd be amazing.
yeah.
I was kind of waiting for like Guy and the dog to like merge into like Dog Thouser or something.
Oh, no, this isn't Super Sentai. They won't do that. That's actually a thing that happens in so many seasons of Super Sentai. Oh, you have a robot dog? Now it's a toy that you can use. So we get our Super Form, Final Form episode next episode. Usually they make a big deal about this. I will say it is a heavy episode. So if you want to separate time from episode 40 for the rest, I will recommend that, if, you know, because it does get heavy.
We can handle heavy, can we?
Thouser carries 2 dogs?
Dog?
Dog.
Oh fuck, is the dog gonna die?
Let's just say the Goku Krillin moment,
Oh
it's
no.
a variation of that.
Oh no.
I swear if Fuwa fucking dies, I'm coming after you.
No. I wasn't thinking Fua.
If Jin dies, I'm coming after you.
If Izu dies, I will come down to Missouri.
Basically,
I
you're
will
going to have at
recommend-
least 3 very pissed off people coming
I
after
will
you,
force
Kucheri.
feed you.
Find a bunker.
I will force feed you probable cheese
but
and make a mess of your pots and pans.
so we get the final form episode. We get some.
We'll make
really
you
good
watch a Kamen
action
Rider
episodes.
Wizard.
But
Make you watch
that'll be
Kamen Rider
next
Ghost.
time when the road to glory has led to a growing path to change. From 1 to 2, it's never over with Kamen Rider reviews.
Dog.
Dog.
Towards our
Dog.
dream.
Oh,
Dog.
by the way, you can find us somewhere. I have links in the description. See, I
Twitter
can't
and/or
plug
Thread.
Twitter anymore.
You can't plug Twitter anymore because of cacti.
Yeah, I'm banned. I used my free speech and got banned. Anyway,
Banned for cacti.
good night, all.
Good night, dog.
Good night. Dog.
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 Dog.